Which of the following is not an option to achieve reliable cost and effort estimate? A. Base estimates on similar projects that have already been completed. B. Use one or more empirical models for software cost and effort estimation. C. Use relatively simple decomposition techniques to generate project cost and effort estimates. D. The ability to translate the size estimate into human effort, calendar time and dollars. Correct answer D. The ability to translate the size estimate into human effort, calendar time and dollars. The best way to estimate the cost and effort of technical tasks is through a combination of expert judgment, historical data analysis, and task decomposition. Break down tasks into smaller, more manageable components, allowing for more accurate estimation. Use past project data and benchmarks to inform estimates. Dash is a project scheduling method that can be applied to software development. A. PERT. B. CPM. C. CMM. D. Both PERT and CPM. Correct answer D. Both PERT and CPM. Program Evaluation and Review Technique PERT and Critical Path Method CPM are two project scheduling methods that can be applied to software development. In project execution and monitoring, every project is divided into multiple phases in which all major tasks are performed based on which phase of SDLC. A. Milestones checklist. B. Status reports. C. Activity monitoring. D. None of the above. Correct answer A. Milestones checklist. A full SDLC has 7 basic stages: planning, requirements, design and prototype, software development, testing, deployment, and maintenance. In some cases, depending on different variables, project team, manager, etc., certain steps can be omitted, split, or combined. What is the recommended distribution of effort for a project? A. 40-20-40. B. 50-20-30. C. 30-40-30. D. 50-30-20. Correct answer A. 40-20-40. A recommended distribution of effort across the software process is 40% analysis and design, 20% coding, and 40% testing. Which of the following risk is the failure of a purchased component to perform as expected? A. Product risk. B. Project risk. C. Business risk. D. Programming risk. Correct answer A. Product risk. Risks that affect the quality or performance of the software being developed. Which of the following is not achieved by an automated estimation tools? A. Predicting staffing levels. B. Predicting software cost. C. Predicting software schedules. D. Predicting clients' demands. Correct answer D. Predicting clients' demands. Demands can vary from client to client. Which of these software characteristics are used to determine the scope of a software project? A. Context, lines of code, function. B. Context, function, communication requirements. C. Information objectives, function, performance. D. Communications requirements, performance, information objectives. Correct answer C. Information objectives, function, performance. What can be used to complement decomposition techniques and offer a potentially valuable estimation approach in their own right? A. Automated estimation tools. B. Empirical estimation models. C. Decomposition techniques. D. Both automated estimation tools and empirical estimation models. Correct answer B. Empirical estimation models. An estimation model for computer software uses empirically derived formulas to predict effort as a function of LOC or FP. CLSS stands for A. Conveyor line sorting system. B. Conveyor line sorting software. C. Conveyor line sorting speed. D. Conveyor line sorting specification. Correct answer A. Conveyor line sorting system. The conveyor line sorting system sorts boxes moving along a conveyor line. Each box is identified by a barcode that contains a part number and is sorted into one of 6 bins at the end of the line. Which of the following is an important factor that can affect the accuracy and efficacy of estimates? A. Project size. B. Planning process. C. Project complexity. D. Degree of structural uncertainty. Correct answer A. Project size. As size increases, the interdependence among various elements of the software grows rapidly. Which of the following is an example of configuration items? A. ASCII procedures. B. Source code. C. Software design descriptions. D. All of the mentioned. Correct answer D. All of the mentioned. Examples of configuration items include software and applications, locations and offices, employees and customers, documentation, hardware and companies, and even your incidents, changes and customers. Each configuration item must include the following name and description. Which one of the following is not an application of embedded software product? A. Keypad control of a security system. B. Pattern recognition game playing. C. Digital function of dashboard display in a car. D. None of the mentioned. Correct answer B. Pattern recognition game playing. Pattern recognition uses artificial intelligence software. Embedded systems range in size from portable personal devices such as digital watches and MP3 players to bigger machines like home appliances, industrial assembly lines, robots, transport vehicles, traffic light controllers, and medical imaging systems. Dash is an activity that distributes estimated effort across the planned project duration by allocating the effort to specific software engineering tasks. A. Software macroscopic schedule. B. Software project scheduling. C. Software detailed schedule. D. None of the mentioned. Correct answer B. Software project scheduling. Scheduling in project management is the listing of activities, deliverables, and milestones within a project. A schedule usually includes a planned start and finish, date, duration, and resources assigned to each activity. Effective project scheduling is a critical component of successful time management, especially for professional service businesses. What is the major advantage of using incremental model? A. Customer can respond to each increment. B. Easier to test and debug. C. It is used when there is a need to get a product to the market early. D. Easier to test and debug. It is used when there is a need to get a product to the market early. Correct answer D. Easier to test and debug. It is used when there is a need to get a product to the market early. Incremental model is generally easier to test and debug than other methods of software development because relatively smaller changes are made during each iteration and is popular particularly when we have to quickly deliver a limited functionality system. However, option A can be seen in other models as well like RAD model, hence option D answers the question. Which software engineering team has no permanent leader? A. Controlled decentralized, CD. B. Democratic decentralized, DD. C. Controlled centralized, CC. D. None of the mentioned. Correct answer B. Democratic decentralized, DD. In this organization there is no permanent leader and task coordinators are appointed for the short duration. Decisions on problems and approach are made by group consensus and communication among team is horizontal. In CD, there is a defined leader who coordinates specific tasks. However, problem solving remains a group activity and communication among subgroups and individuals is horizontal. Vertical communication along the control hierarchy also occurs. Dash threatens the quality and timeliness of the software to be produced. A. Known risks. B. Business risks. C. Project risks. D. Technical risks. Answer D. Technical risks. Technical risk, this is the risk associated with the evolution of the design and the production of the system of interest affecting the level of performance necessary to meet the stakeholder expectations and technical requirements. Dash is used to complement decomposition techniques and offer a potentially valuable estimation approach in their own right. A. Automated estimation tools. B. Empirical estimation models. C. Decomposition techniques. D. Both automated estimation tools and empirical estimation models. Answer B. Empirical estimation models. Empirical estimation is a technique or model in which empirically derived formulas are used for predicting the data that are a required and essential part of the software project planning step. Dash uses empirically derived formulas to predict effort as a function of LOC or FP. A. FP-based estimation. B. Process-based estimation. C. COCOMO. D. Both FP-based estimation and COCOMO. Correct answer D. Both FP-based estimation and COCOMO. A function point FP analysis measures the amount of business functionality provided to a user by an information system as a product. FPA is used to estimate the amount of a software project's functionality, its function size, as well as its testing. The COCOMO constructive cost model is a widely used model that estimates the effort, time, and cost associated with software development projects. The model takes into account factors such as project size, complexity, team experience, and development environment. Dash is not a size measure for software product. A. LOC. B. Halstead's program length. C. Function count. D. Cyclomatic complexity. Correct answer D. Cyclomatic complexity. Cyclomatic complexity is a measurement developed by Thomas McCabe to determine the stability and level of confidence in a program. It measures the number of linearly independent paths through a program module. Programs with lower cyclomatic complexity are easier to understand and less risky to modify. Which formula is correct to compute function point? A. B. C. D. Correct answer B. If P equal to count total into large bracket 0.65 plus 0.01 in T. Sum Fi large bracket closed. Size and complexity are a part of dash. A. Product metrics. B. Process metrics. C. Project metrics. D. All of the mentioned. Correct answer A. Product metrics. Product metrics are indicators that show how users interact with a product. They are derived from measurements and often have a numeric component of time, ratio, rate, etc. For example, your activation rate measures how well your efforts are increasing the Number of new active users. How is win-win spiral model different from spiral model? A. It defines tasks required to define resources, timelines, and other project-related information. B. It defines a set of negotiation activities at the beginning of each pass around the spiral. C. It defines tasks required to assess both technical and management risks. D. It defines tasks required to construct, test, install, and provide user support. Correct answer B. It defines a set of negotiation activities at the beginning of each pass around the spiral. Except option B, all other tasks or activities are present in spiral model as well. The win-win spiral model emphasizes early negotiation between developers and customers to reconcile stakeholders' needs into mutually agreeable objectives and constraints. It uses a spiral process with explicit collaborative activities and decision milestones. Mean time to change (MTTC) falls the category of A. Correctness, B. Integrity, C. Maintainability, D. All of the mentioned. Correct answer C. Maintainability. Mean time to change (MTTC) is the time it takes to analyze the change request, design an appropriate modification, implement the change, test it, and distribute the change to all users. Dash metric gives the idea about the contents on a web page. A. Word token, B. Word count, C. Word size, D. Word length. Correct answer B. Word count. The word count metric gives the total number of words on a web page. The intent of project metrics is dash. A. Minimization of development schedule, B. For strategic purposes, C. Assessing project quality on ongoing basis, D. Minimization of development schedule and assessing project quality on ongoing basis. Correct answer D. Minimization of development schedule and assessing project quality on ongoing basis. Project metrics. These are metrics that relate to project quality. They are used to quantify defects, cost, schedule, productivity, and estimation of various project resources and deliverables. Which graphical technique is used to finding if changes and variation in metrics data are meaningful? A. DRE, defect removal efficiency, B. Function points analysis, C. Control chart, D. All of the mentioned. Correct answer C. Control chart. The control chart is a graph used to study how a process changes over time. Data are plotted in time order. A control chart always has a central line for the average and upper line for the upper control limit and a lower line for the lower control limit. These lines are determined from historical data, in which estimation software size should be known. A. Time estimation, B. Effort estimation, C. Cost estimation, D. Software size estimation. Answer B. Effort estimation. Effort estimation is the process of forecasting how much effort is required to develop or maintain a software application. SCM stands for A. Software Control Management, B. Software Configuration Management, C. Software Concept Management, D. None of the mentioned. Correct answer B. Software Configuration Management. In software engineering, software configuration management (SCM) is the task of tracking and controlling changes in the software, part of the larger cross-discipline field of configuration management. Software project manager is engaged with software management activities. He is responsible for A. Project planning, B. Monitoring the progress, C. Communication among stakeholders. D. All mentioned above. Correct answer D. All mentioned above. Software project managers are responsible for planning, scheduling and managing the delivery of software and web projects. They are usually qualified in computer science, software engineering or a similar subject and have strong technical knowledge of IT, development and computer systems. Which of these activities is not one of the activities recommended to be performed by an independent SQA group? A. Prepare SQA plan for the project. B. Review software engineering activities to verify process compliance. C. Report any evidence of non-compliance to senior management. D. Serve as the sole test team for any software produced. Correct answer D. Serve as the sole test team for any software produced. Software quality assurance, SQA, is a method of ensuring that all software engineering processes, methods, activities, and work items are monitored and conform to established standards. Standards may include ISO 9000 CMMI model, ISO 15504, or a combination of these standards along with others.